Welcome back to Nonsense, I'm Chris, and Season 8 of Rick and Morty actually did a lot of legwork and a few different character arcs, setting up some really interesting stuff for Season 9. And I want to start with the arc I'm most excited to see continue, quote-unquote Evil Morty. The original Evil Morty said it himself.
That's what makes me evil, being sick of him. If you've ever been sick of him, you've been evil too.
And we got 3 episodes with really intense moments of our Morty definitely being sick of Rick this season.
Told her it would. Smart man. Check this out. Me and CJ came up with it during the siege of the Three-Prong Mountains. Had to use a little something we called the Reg Rock. Try her out. What's it do? Pulls the charge right out of man's heart. Thanks for the ride, Rick. You made your bed, lay in it. Give me the car keys! No, we're not leaving! Yes, we are! Give them to me, you takey scum! Leave our son alone! Your son sucks! He's kind of my favorite character now. What? My God, you're re-breaking the story again? I want to go home! I'm 14! Now listen to me, you stupid old man! You're gonna bring Tannenbaum here, and I'm gonna shoot him in the goddamn head just like we planned!
It's interesting though, because despite literally beating the shit out of him, Morty also says,
I'm not gonna shit on it too hard, because I know you'd punish me.
and Rick also literally just trapped Morty in a matrix in the first episode this season as punishment for taking his phone charger, so I'm not sure I understand why he'd punish him for shitting on the theme park he likes or taking his phone charger, but not for trapping him in a matrix or beating the crap out of him. That being said, I do think this is setting up a more canon episode where Morty has some sort of solo journey like Rick with the crows, but outside of the finite curve, maybe even alongside or eventually interceding with actual evil Morty. Knowing the show, it may just be played off for laughs in a bit, or even as another of the show's famous extended time lapses over cheesy songs. But I do honestly think there's potential for a full-fledged canon episode here. Something sort of similar is how they dedicated a lot of screen time across multiple episodes to show that Space Beth is becoming a lot more like Rick.
Sorry, I started drinking in the car. Oh my God, I wish I could be young again. That kind of wish never goes the way you want. That being said, technology this advanced is indistinguishable from magic.
It's an assassination meeting. Where the hell is the assassin?
Beth, where are you?
Assassinating?
Are you insane? We're still in a meeting about this.
We've been meeting about it for months. Is the plan to kill her with old age? The Queen is a spore bomb.
Ooh, you better call the Defiance.
Why, so they can form a committee?
You don't want your old job back?
No, Dad, the Defiance sucks, but that doctor keeps trying to kill me. He is not getting the W. Oh God, I'm turning into my father.
That's all you had to say, partner.
It's hard to tell if she's just fully staying with the family now. She did say she had like a TARDIS situation in her ship, so it could be the equivalent of her living in a space RV out front, but she's obviously been spending a lot of time at the house either way, and this is an arc that only applies to Space Beth specifically. They've had a whole thing about the Beths growing and healing their relationship with Rick, but this is unique to just Space Beth, and I can see it leading into her focusing more on tech. We saw she's clearly been working on her own robotic parts. I don't think we've seen any proof of her being anywhere near as smart or capable as Rick, but she also spent most of her life prior to this point having chosen family, just like our Rick had wanted to do before he had to invent his portal tech. So maybe she's just missing the pressure needed to go full genius. I could see an episode where she basically experiences the whole family getting killed off. Obviously they wouldn't actually be, but for the sake of the story she would believe they were, and maybe she creates her own portal tech, or maybe we see a story explaining why Rick never pursues time travel stuff anymore through Beth trying it. Regardless, I do think it's leading up to something with her specifically. I'm also curious about Rick's growth as a person and if we'll see him reach a place where he's a little more satisfied in life.
When you woke up, we thought Jimmy'd grown into a thoughtful, kind man. We were so happy.
This guy? They were nice, so I was nice back. Try it sometime, Morty. What was that rent-free in your head shit?
It's dumb people saying something meaningless because they've learned a new
It
phrase.
just means you're thinking about something. I wasn't there for you, and someone took advantage of that. But I'm here now. Your real dad is here, Beth, and he's more emotionally open.
Dad's too hung up on Mom to ever commit. Thank God for that. Keep moping, old man.
Dear Rick, you took the memory of Diane out of your head. You did this to be more emotionally open. Don't at me. Thanks for not killing us. Listen up, you little activist. This is as good as you're gonna get. The fact that you two get this stupid happy ending drives me insane. You're on your own.
Thank you for keeping me alive this long, Rick.
Yeah. Goodbye, Memory Diane.
He made a lot of progress this season though, and it definitely shows. I mean, he went from this
It's called a hug, Dad. It won't kill you.
Yeah, don't be so sure.
to this. It's like night and day. But if anything, the show has finally set him up to being open to a new relationship. I mean, aside from Bug Ann, there was also this moment with the precogs.
This is its endgame. It loves me. Sure you cogs don't want to keep hanging out? Was it ever real?
Rick Sanchez doesn't want to hear the answer to that.
And last season, we had this other moment with Unity, so while it may be less exciting than his Rick Prime arc, we can probably assume we'll get another relationship episode like Unity's episodes or Bug Ann's this season, while the rest of the family takes on more of the action-packed stuff like they have been lately. We also saw this season that Rick and Beth's relationships have grown by leaps and bounds.
I see you are parenting as well.
Oh, she called me. I'm trying not to blow it.
He seems nice. Why didn't we get that version of Dad?
People are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
But it's scary to have your life in the hands of unreliable caregivers. We're not taking care of you. Get up or we'll leave you here. Just like you left us. There's two of us now. You should love us twice as much. All we wanted was to be together.
Proud
Proud?
of you for beating the shit out of me. Wow, you're both my daughters.
It's not like they're best friends, but as we established earlier, they are on much better terms than they were at the beginning of the series when they were unable to communicate honestly and any emotional vulnerability was met with immediate negative reinforcement. This season felt more like it was closing this arc to me though, like their relationship is very much healed and they interact in a genuinely healthy way now. In fact, she's the only one that's really the case with if we're being honest. One last thing this season, largely in the finale, pushed to establish is Rick's obsession with memory tech.
Just a memory, Jerry. Boom. Total reset. Good as new.
What got reset?
Pretty amazing that you can just suck out an intrusive memory like that.
Don't let him reset us!
Pretty impressive reset job.
Which has already been a theme throughout the series. A lot of his tech is memory related. Arguably the parasite he dragged in that burrowed its way into their minds creating memories could theoretically have been something he tracked in after investigating a planetary dimension with very telepathic forms of life. I know it's a stretch, but I do think it's possible, and regardless, we have not seen the last of Rick's memory tech, as they're clearly saying they're going to be focusing on it going forward. Another new bit of serious lore they seem to have established in like a 30-second scene is that Rick lives at least into his 300s. That's an insane amount of time for stories, even before considering the fact that all the characters are basically frozen in time like all animated sitcom families are. It does cause us to ask a lot of questions though. If Rick's still around as Morty, why the hell is he making himself live in an old-ass body when he's mostly robot parts right now anyways? Like the only time we've seen Rick use the types of robot limbs he was using here was when he was in a deadly situation and needed a temporary fix, but multiple of those limbs? It kind of feels like they're insinuating that he's in the middle of a major war or something. Obviously the Federation would be the first guess, but I don't think they could really control him at this point, so I'm thinking a war with another Rick, or maybe another group of Ricks, maybe a future version of the Citadel, or even another member of the family, or alternate version of another member of the family. I would love to see a Citadel of Beths, honestly. Speaking of the Federation though, they also established that the Federation is making peace with the Resistance, which is obviously so vague who the fuck knows what it could mean, but it does feel like they're saying this war that's been waged by the Federation since long before we met our Rick is finally over. Which is another crazy bit of lore they just seem to be suddenly establishing. That's all I've got as far as arcs go for this season though. I'm really excited for season 9 and I'd love to hear any theories you guys have or little arcs you noticed. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.